Hey guys, welcome to another Grizzled Beagle playthrough. This is Krelev.
This is Dingo.
And this is Jotsam.
You guys may have noticed that we are in a regular campaign lobby, and the reason for that is we are not doing one, but three different mods this time. We're doing Dead Fun, Velociraptors, and Cats. So the basics of Dead Fun is it reduces gravity, it gives you infinite ammo, and it allows you to, when crouched, move without any friction at all.
Also, it increases the range of melee weapons to an insane amount, and it makes it to where they will strike multiple zombies at any given point. Also, along with the infinite ammo, it also makes infinite grenade ammo as well.
Basically, it turns you into Thor, god of the zombie apocalypse.
And Cats makes all the common infected cats.
Tiny cats at that, like little tiny baby kittens that you stomp mercilessly with your Thor powers.
But I feel like they're normal-sized cats. I mean, they're not particularly small.
In comparison to, everything else that you're usually trying to kill in this game, or in comparison to a tank, they're tiny. They're minuscule.
Yeah, but if you say we're fighting cats, that's inherent in that they will be the size of cats.
A tiger's a cat. They're huge.
No, that's a big cat.
That is a cat.
You do not have a Zoo Book subscription, and I do.
Do you really still get those?
I'm not going to comment.
I love zoo books. Can I borrow them?
No. Get your own Zoo Books.
Now if you're going to confuse cats and big cats.
Yeah, seriously.
Oh yeah, and Velociraptor
All right,
turns you into Velociraptors.
Land in front of a village that hates everyone.
Is that what's wrong with me?
Advertising. There is one caveat to the low gravity. Oh, I ran right by that cat. With the low gravity, it completely it makes fire just not spread at all. I don't know why.
It's because
but
it's
fire
floating.
doesn't work.
Whoops,
if you're gonna try and hit a tank or something, you have to hit them directly with it.
This brings back some good memories.
Oh guys, you're probably being chased by a cat right now. Ow!
Mess this up by
Oh yeah, and
each
computers will shoot you in Dead Fun.
Yeah, for whatever reason, they just become very malicious.
Oh, it's because the on this one, if everyone else is incapped, the computer can actually continue on their own. But that's because they have an AI script, so they are effectively another player, not just a bot.
Like, once you get all technical, why don't you just say they're possessed like a normal person would?
That's actually true. They are.
I'm glad we can agree.
They are taken over by the spirit of let's see, who's a topical dead person?
Rochelle.
Casey Anthony's dead child.
Oh my
That's
Lord,
where you win,
man.
That out of everywhere, that is where you win.
Well, we're crushing kittens, and there's a swamp, and seemed appropriate.
But the child. Okay, I'm gonna step back from this one. Look, cats.
Oh yeah, one more thing. Grenades, pipe bombs now have increased power.
And attract cats.
Well, we figured that they just replaced the beeping red. Oh, I'm smoked, by the way. They replaced the beeping red light with laser pointers. So,
If not for the gushing blood when they touch me, I'd think these cats just want to play.
They also explode into blood when you hit them.
Well,
that's like
regular
normal
cats do
cats.
that too.
And to be completely fair, whenever normal cats want to play, you're usually going to be gushing blood anyway.
Krelev, if you want to come over here and have a look at this, we seem to have a floating dead cat that I can't explain. Science can't explain.
Explain that with your precious science. This cat has its head in the
fell
ground.
down.
We're planting the cats. We're growing cat fields.
Look at this
Maybe
jockey
that's-
flying. Low gravity is amazing.
Maybe this isn't really a Left 4 Dead campaign. Maybe this is some farmer's acid trip where he is planting the fields, but he sees them as cats he has to kill. It's very possible.
Jotsam.
Yeah, I'm a little bit smoked.
Quit playing with the smoker. You'll have time to
I'm
be
just
with your
gonna-
friends later.
Boat's here.
Come on, Rochelle. We need you to
let's
shoot
go.
us as we proceed.
Oh, the cats are floating.
Well, don't normal cats float? Why are you killing Rochelle? What are you doing?
They all float down
That's just a
here.
little bit of payback.
Alright, well, let's get down to some serious LP business then, now that the shock value and the novelty of massacring kittens has worn off slightly.
To you.
Yeah, right. Jotsam,
Yes.
how do you think these mods, either particular mods or all the mods in general, affect the game? Do they make the game better, worse? What do you think?
Well, with the charger that just floated by, I have to say, we've got a lot of mods going right now, so it's hard to look at them as a whole. I can speak to at least right now, since we're still kind of in the beginning here, Dead Fun. It is a huge change to the way the game is played. It just completely changes the feel of it. And Rochelle is just tearing me to pieces. Good lord, Rochelle. But it makes you feel ridiculously powerful, and I like that. And you actually find yourself seeking out zombies or cats in this situation because they're so fun to kill with your superpowers. And of course you'll moon jump all over the map, even though I just hit a tree.
Trees, the one true anti-god.
You know, the rest of the mods we have on here are just kind of fluff to make it fun. And they have their own merits each, but for right now, I'm just thinking about Dead Fun. It makes a huge change to it.
Hold on.
And it's
What is the
entertaining.
sign doing? Is
I'm
it
not
waving
entirely
bye-bye?
Bye sign.
It's either that or beckoning. I'm stuck in it. Ah,
Come closer. You know you want to. Oh,
I do
you can't
kinda want
lure
to.
me, son.
it
What's
can
that?
me.
Infinite grenade launcher? Yes, please.
Aw.
Infinite grenade launcher with a laser sight, even better.
You're a boomer.
Yeah, it's below. I got it.
No, it's not.
Okay, Krelev. Same question.
Weapons over here.
Same question.
I definitely agree with Jotsam. I mean, Dead Fun just... Ow, stupid cat. It really makes you feel just completely overpowered. Like, I just jumped across a good quarter mile. Up, spit. And
Like, literally a quarter of a mile?
it was a good distance.
It was a good one. I saw it.
And it just really makes you feel just completely overpowered. I mean, and add to that the fact that we're killing cats right now. And it really just adds to the fun because I'm seeing them stream over what I think is the direction we just came from.
Yeah,
We're
we
a
actually
little
just went a
lost.
big circle. But that's okay, because we are completely frictionless. Oh, found it.
And when you add to the fact that we're Velociraptors killing cats for some odd reason, it makes it even more
Maybe
fun.
come out there for you. I got the first aid.
But overall, I
Okay.
mean, Dead Fun's
Going
definitely
around,
a
let's get
campaign that I would, I mean,
Don't shoot each other.
a mod that I think is just a lot of fun.
Ah! Explosions.
I'm helping. I'm helping.
Yeah, you helped my face remove itself from my body.
Hey, I'm an American. I believe in liberty.
Now, before we go in the safe room, I do want you to look at my health and realize that this is all Rochelle's doing. She has been on me like you would not believe, ripping at me with her weapons.
Get in here.
It's just harsh.
Stay away from her.
That is how you do it.
Blood for the blood god. Skulls for the
She-
skull throne.
She did kill the most infected, but most of them were attached to my skin at the time.
Well,
Right,
maybe you
she killed the
shouldn't
most
wear
infected,
infected
but only
as a
because
suit.
they kept getting in the way of you. The key is to keep a protective ring of infected around you at all times.
Well, it was a very expensive cat skin suit.
It rubs the lotion on its skin, or it gets the hose again.
He is not British in that movie. I have to step in.
That wasn't a British
and defend
accent.
That sounded
wasn't a
pretty
British
British to me.
Ow, 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 getting away from the door,
Rochelle.
getting away from the door.
That was not even close to my British accent. Wait, oh, I should move. There's firing going on.
Don't fire at the door.
Thank God. All right,
The
just
cats
move
are my
on.
friends.
Michelle's fine.
Don't be attracted by the scent of death.
Look, there's cats bobbing in the water.
Oh, by the way, chainsaws are not, even though they are a melee weapon, they are not affected by the increase in melee range. However, they do have infinite ammo, so that's okay.
Zombie bastards. High bomb out.
Alright, so, Krelev,
Yep.
if you had to choose one of these mods to keep over the others, which one would you choose? Like, you had to have absolutely one mod, and you were never allowed to have any of the others.
Uh,
Bile jar.
I would say
Puke in the hole.
I would probably say Dead Fun. Just because I mean it does change the game. Now don't get me wrong, I really enjoy killing infected that are cats. But I think Dead Fun is definitely
I've alerted the ASPCA to your whereabouts, by the way.
as you should. As you should.
Sarah McLaughlin is going to show up at your house and sing really sad
just
songs to you
jumped over the
until you
plane.
change your ways.
I just jumped over the plane.
In the arms of the angels.
In the arms of the demon cats. I'm jockeyed. I am jockeyed and smoked. And the jockey is smoking me with the smoker.
Ah! He's jumping over me.
Rochelle's dead. Alright, Jotsam, same question. If you could only keep one of these mods.
So you're giving me a desert island, Left 4 Dead
Desert Island
mod
scenario.
Okay,
Yep.
so I have the ability to take with me a PC to play and a monitor.
A PC
And I
strong
have
enough to play the
electricity.
game. And an internet
I have
connection.
electricity. Yeah, but I can only have one mod.
And Amazon will
um,
not drone
Limit,
things to you.
limited memory. Sorry.
Okay, alright. I would definitely take Dead Fun because in the end I'm going to take something that changes gameplay over something that changes appearances. That one's pretty simple for me.
But couldn't the argument be made that the cats change gameplay because they make it to where you have to aim lower? Like it's going to be... No, seriously, I really do think it changes the hitboxes on the cats.
I think it does as
Well,
well, but
you're-
I can't seem to see any of them in the water. I thought cats didn't like
The
water.
water? Well, these are
Water?
zombie cats. Yeah, what was with the overpronunciation of that H?
Because
The water.
it's like wheat thins.
Wheat thins? What about Cool Whip?
That too.
But even if it does change gameplay, again, you're making a theoretical supposition based on my own opinion. So I still
Right.
say it's not a gameplay affecting mod. So therefore, I would still take Dead Fun.
Well, that was unpleasant.
Okay, so you choose the practical over the aesthetic.
Actually, I choose anything that's going to give me diversity. That's what I like, and diversity of gameplay to me is more important than diversity of appearances, which is fairly arbitrary. It enhances things, but to me is not really something that I look for in a mod particularly.
See, I find that very interesting because you're an art teacher. You also draw comics and, you know, you do graphic illustration. So for you to choose something that would be more practical than visual is not surprising from a realistic standpoint, but surprising from a theoretical standpoint to me at least.
Hey,
That makes
it's my
sense.
day job. I wanted to be a ballet dancer. I stuck with what I could do. So,
With what? With what you can do?
what? Yes.
But it's not just your day job. You do all kinds of illustration and graphic design at night as well.
If you keep saying things, some creepo on YouTube is going to find me.
Well, if you keep calling them creepos.
So I
Look,
think
they
we're
don't need
Jotsam,
me to
we could have
support
been friends. We could have been friends, Jotsam. Yeah, because there's only, like 5 or 6 graphic illustrators or art teachers in the entire world.
Well, you're narrowing it down for sure. But I do
didn't
see
say
your
where.
point.
I didn't say where you taught.
Yeah, this accent is fake.
He's actually a 60-year-old black woman.
That is true.
so
But you just narrowed it down again.
That you're not a
But I do
60-year-old
see your
black woman.
point. But to me,
Dingo,
again,
what is-
the
Oh,
gameplay
dang.
is the more important thing.
what is
Yeah,
your
Tank.
opinion?
As much as I would love to be contrary for the sake of, just for the sake of being different, truth is that I'm with you guys. I would definitely choose Dead Fun. You really get what there's truth in advertising here. This mod really is dead fun. You fly all over the place. You're super fast. You're super strong. There's all kinds of wacky physics glitches where stuff is just being launched in the air and flying across the screen in crazy ragdolls.
I refuse to lower any bridges.
Where we're going, we won't need bridges.
Watch out!
odd.
It even makes it to where if you go down, going down is actually beneficial.
You actually
In
can't
this
move
mod.
past this wall until...
I thought you could.
And I learned something. Even going down in this mod is beneficial to a degree because you'll gain more temporary health. After if you get picked up after you've been incapped, you gain 200 temporary health. If you get revived or you come back, you gain 500 temporary health if you come back from the dead. So it actually rewards bad play and being crazy and just being nuts, which is good.
So
I like it.
I think we're ignoring the primary question at hand. Which
Why are we
is-
letting Rochelle get charged?
No, that's a good. Why shouldn't we let Rochelle be charged? But
I can't save her.
then don't.
Do you want to? Is there a reason that her raptor body should be rescued from the constraints it's in?
I'd like her to be free.
She's going to be born again within seconds.
As Are you calling Rochelle Raptor Jesus?
No, I'm saying that this is Left 4 Dead and that we respawn faster than Marvel superheroes that have been killed off.
Marvel superheroes
It
never
doesn't-
die. They just
It
fade
doesn't
away.
matter how the raptor dies. Nature finds a way.
All right, Jeff Goldblum.
Hello!
And there's the Jurassic Park reference. Award to Krelev for the first one.
I hear a witch, and I feel
And
like
the
the witch
award-
needs to die.
That's not a Jurassic Park reference at all.
That's a line straight from the movie.
Witches
Oh, there's the witch.
need to die.
I found the witch.
That's interesting that even though you're super powerful in this one, you're still susceptible to a single witch hit.
Well,
Bye,
I
Jotsam.
wouldn't have been, but 2 cats were nibbling at my ankles while I was trying
so-
to run away.
So this is the Achilles mod.
Stop shooting me, Rochelle. Good God, I was on the ground already.
It's her way of showing favoritism. Is that
Well,
you
she's
being
hunted.
charged?
No, that's
Oh,
her
it's
being
hunting.
hunted. Yeah.
Oh,
Just don't get
bye,
between her and
Rochelle.
the safe room door. And this actually is something I think that whoever designed the Dead Fun mod may want to look at. The computers unload at the safe room door as soon as the level starts. And if you're between them, you are going to get torn to shreds.
That is working as intended, thank you.
Yeah, that is a feature. That's what they like to call balance. Look it up,
there's
Tom
some-
Webster.
There's some truth there. There is some truth to be had.
It's like Superman constantly carrying, kryptonite in his undershirt, underwear. I don't know. His underwear is on the outside. What does Superman wear under his costume?
Do you really want to know?
What does he wear on his costume?
Yeah,
It's
I
called
mean,
skin. It's skin.
does
He
he
actually
have
wears
skin like a normal? What? Where did the
Oh
door
my
go?
god,
Oh, you
there's
guys
so
have already
many
gone.
cats.
Jeez, what's with all the cats?
Well,
So
mean,
why,
that's
why are
kinda
there
the
so
mod,
many
guys.
cats? I mean, do you become a cat when you're bitten by a cat, or
Yes.
oh, Jurassic Park shoddy up here.
That would be a pretty scary movie when you think about it.
What? Everyone becomes cats?
Yes. When they get bitten, they start to morph into a cat and shrink.
so we're obviously not on Earth because of the moon gravity.
Okay. Oh, jockey. Oh, and there's a boomer too. Oh, I've been jockeyed and boomed. I've been thrown up by a been thrown up on by a fat woman and then humped by an ugly little man. I feel so dirty.
Wait, why are we obviously not on Earth? Because of the moon gravity.
Moon gravity. Can you do this on Earth? Did you pay all
I
your
could
dues to Scientology or something?
Okay, first of all, we don't talk about my religion because me and Tom Cruise, we got something going that's nice. But,
Does he keep you in a cage with the others?
no, I have my own cage, thank you, and I'm allowed out on Tuesdays and weekends. Anyway, what I was
nice.
saying, I'm willing to believe that the cats could be somehow affecting the gravity. Just throwing that out there.
So the more
Guys,
cats
this
there
door
are, the lower
glows.
gravity gets.
Well, you're overlooking the science of it, which is what's upsetting me. You can't ignore the science of how cats can reduce gravity.
Please enlighten us, Dr. Jotsam.
Okay. There's tons of cats, lots of static electricity, and perhaps we're made of lint. I mean, we can't actually be raptors, right? So maybe we're made of lint, and so is everything else.
Well, my working theory is that we're actually on a planet that's been terraformed by raptors.
And they don't like much gravity.
Well, no, it's just a smaller planet, and the cats actually are the native species on the planet, and they're trying to overthrow the raptor overlords.
Okay. So this is a righteous insurrection.
Hello?
This is
Absolutely,
yes.
yes.
Hello.
Apparently Dingo fell out for a little bit. Dingo, this is the working theory we have right now, is that we are actually
here
on
I'm back.
a planet terraformed by raptors, and the cat is the native species, and they're trying to overthrow the raptor overlords.
But aren't these? I mean, these are domestic cats. These are cats that have been domesticated. These aren't feral. They're short hairs.
They're acting pretty feral.
Well, I mean,
just to
obviously
be
they have.
frank.
Obviously they have raptor rabies. I mean, that's pretty obvious.
Well, perhaps the cat is like an invasive species.
What if mankind has turned into cats? They've decided to finish their evolution by turning into cats, right? But some scientists before that decided to genetically re-engineer Velociraptors, but the closest component that they could find to raptor DNA was actually a genetic sequence from catnip. So they aren't trying to kill us, they are trying to snort us to get a chemical high. But the snorting is such a painful procedure because of their gross, prickly cat tongues that, yeah, it's deadly.
Tank, by the way. Alright, well, let me interject and let me say that I disagree that this is another planet. I feel like my static electricity theory holds up really well, and Bill Nye would certainly support that. And I think that this is more of a case of... I agree with the whole rebellion part. This is a rebellion by cats against humans. And it really comes down to just one neuter too many. One time that they neutered a cat and it was too much, and so they bred an army. And you know they can breed quick. So they bred an army and they took over the world, and we are humanity's last hope. We are the last stand against a wild and insane species of cat.
So what
your
you're saying
theory
is
is that
the humans created the Velociraptors out of lint.
Yes, they couldn't make them out of dinosaur material because we don't have any anymore. So they turned out their pockets and used whatever they found, which in this case was a bit of string, some lint, and one very ashamed guy's pornography membership card. I don't know why they carry cars, but cards.
yeah, what? Do they have cards?
I don't know.
That seems-
I'm not a member. Maybe you can correct me.
Whoa,
So
whoa,
wait.
whoa,
I have a
whoa,
question.
whoa.
So, wait, they didn't have
This was all a
condors?
trap.
They didn't make condors on the island?
Well, how would you fit a condor in somebody's pocket? Or are you saying that porn clubs have condors? That is a very, very specific fetish. All right, Krelev, that is a very oddly specific fetish, and
Well,
honestly, I don't really think we should be kink shaming right now. So hold on. So your theory here is that they're rebelling because of neutering. We've neutered them too many times.
Too many. Yeah.
I mean,
Oh, there's one other piece of evidence to support that. You notice how when we kill them, they go head first into the ground. They are showing
I just figured that
you-
was some sort of weird cat burial rite.
No, with their last breath, they are showing you their untouched genitals, and they want you to know that was one cat you didn't neuter.
You may have killed me, but behold my balls!
Just remember, audience, be sure to spay or neuter your cat.
They will appreciate it later, when they get really fat and tired.
Well, maybe that's where all the money came from to fund the Velociraptor project. It's all money from the proceeds generated by The Price is Right.
So you're saying that Bob
This
Barker
price
is
was
behind
right.
this?
Absolutely. I mean, we are the personal mercenary army of Bob Barker.
You know what these raptors used to be? Those girls on The Price is Right who point to things. That was their greatest skill, so they gave them guns and said, point at some cats.
Well, that explains why they always are so smiley, and why you never really see them eating anything.
Yeah, you'll notice they're very trim.
They lack any kind of dexterity. We have no real skill set,
Except pointing.
except, pointing and, I don't know, aiming.
And moon jumping, of course, but
And moon
again,
jumping.
as a result of the cats. Yeah.
Yeah. So, their static electricity has built up a charge of negative ions, I suppose. And it's not that there's less gravity, it's just that we're being attracted to the positive charge of the moon.
Yes, which is, at this stage of the rebellion, of this cat insurrection, the moon is completely covered with fur.
The cat-surrection, where they brushed up
Yes.
against it.
They just rubbed against it and purred until the thing was... It doesn't even shine anymore, it just sheds.
I'm smoked, by the way. The moon is shedding.
Wait,
Yes.
I do have a serious question. Is Bob Barker still alive?
Yes.
Open that gate.
Bob Barker never dies. He's like a DC superhero.
I'm gonna say yes and no. Yes, he's alive, but I don't think it's how normal people are alive.
It's not alive in the traditional sense. It's more like alive in the Warhammer 40k
Jeez.
Golden
Freaking
Emperor
tank.
kind of alive.
Fight amongst yourselves. Puke in the hole.
Okay, so here we are at the finale, where we are trying to. I must go. My planet needs me. Jotsam, please.
Ah!
Oh, he was incapacitated.
Blood for the
I
black
think I
god.
was
So that is-
incapacitated. I noticed some
Look at the cats
buckshot
flying.
hitting my face. I think
Well, it
that
wasn't
may
me.
have
I was
played a
throwing
role.
grenades. I was throwing grenades. That had nothing to do with me. Okay, so final thoughts. Jotsam, go.
Total silliness, a lot of fun. You may have noticed by the multiple tangents that we jumped off on that it's not really hard. It's not a difficult mod to play. It makes the game entertaining. It makes you really powerful. It makes it fun, but it's not really a challenge mod like you'll find on a lot of user created content. But a lot of fun, something I would definitely keep around because it's just nice to move through the levels so quickly, and also to be able to create such havoc among the zombies. I mean, you can take out a tank or a witch by yourself if you're careful.
So, but
I mean, that's the
are
normal
you
game,
talking
too.
about dead
I mean-
fun? You talking about cats? You talking about velociraptors?
I'm talking about Dead Fun. As far as the Raptors is concerned, that's a really good character mod. They definitely put a lot of work into that, and it shows. And
I just want to take a second. 28% overall accuracy. Suck on that.
9%. Yeah. But as far as cats is concerned, it's fun. You know, it's entertaining. Probably not something I would keep around. Raptors and Dead Fun I would probably keep around, but cats is more of a, okay, I played it, the novelty runs out. You know, it was good while it lasted. They could definitely put some more work into making the cat's legs move, or them not sink into solid objects. But overall, you know, it was fun. The point of it sold pretty well.
Okay, Krelev.
I really enjoyed Dead Fun. I definitely think it's worth the download. It's worth a keep, if nothing else, just so those days where you need to feel like a demigod, it's there, and and you can run through the campaigns and you can explore and you can see where they put in invisible walls, when need be, or if you're just curious. And the moon jump is also a lot of fun, and it really helps to just add to just the chaos of the game. Now, when it comes to cats, I really liked it. You know, they made it, they marketed it, they slapped it on a plastic lunchbox, and they're selling it. They're selling it. No, but it's serious.
That one was pretty good. Props to that. I thought that was pretty good.
Sorry, I had to sneak in one more. And but no, I like it. I think it's really fun. It adds a lot of chaos because you don't know where the hitboxes are. You're aiming low just because you're seeing the cat, and you're killing cats, and it's, you know, they're bobbing, they're going everywhere, they're flying because moon gravity is on when you have Dead Fun on as well, and that's a lot of fun. Raptors, I think it's one of the best skins out there. I keep it with me just because I really like the skin, and I recommend all three for download. I really do. I think they're a lot of fun, and they're a lot of fun in combination. Dingo?
As far as the skins go, Cats is fun for a while. I think that if we were playing it on a normal setting, it would be a lot more irritating, simply because the hitboxes are a little wonky, and it doesn't really, as much as you can have realism in a game about zombies, it's not very realistic in how they act, because they almost act like static models that just zip around quickly all the time. And there's not a lot of there isn't a whole lot of different characterization. I mean, it's all the same cat except for Riot Cat, which I don't even think we ever saw. Raptors, I agree with you guys, and that is probably one of the best model skins out there. I mean, they even took the time to make new character portraits for them. I mean, you can see right there just the level of detail. Whenever they're standing still, their idle animations, their tails wag. It's very, very well done. As far as Dead Fun goes, that is the mod that I would highly recommend to anybody wanting to play. It's very easy to become spoiled whenever you're playing that mod, whenever you try and go back to something else. And there are a few glitches, for example, the fire not spreading correctly, or just, you know, different little stuff. Sometimes the hits on the melee weapons, they have a hard time hitting something directly in view instead of kind of at a distance. But it's so much fun, and there's so much stuff going on that it really makes it worth it. everything together is just a lot of crazy fun. This is definitely something that you should play with your friends. You've already played a lot of Left 4 Dead. I wouldn't recommend this as a first-time playthrough for somebody who's never played it before. And if you're looking for a serious challenge, this isn't really it. But, if you guys are playing Drunk for Dead or something, then yeah, go for it. But other than that, it's just a lot of fun. I enjoy playing it with my friends.
I was imagining for a minute a first-time Left 4 Dead player yelling dead fun and then being like, I'm not ready. I'm not ready for this. So,
Or Raptors.
yeah.
So why are the Raptors hurting the people? Mommy?
Wait, I really
Well,
do
don't
want
raptors
to
hurt
thank.
people anyway?
I want to thank the people who recommended that we do raptors and cats, just because we were planning on doing dead fun, but just adding those two to it was a lot of fun. It's something we didn't think of until you recommended it. And I also want to say,
thought of it.
I also want to say, be sure to post below if you have another mod you would like us to do, and be sure to and be sure to subscribe to our channel to get our weekly Let's Plays. And if you have nothing else to do with your day, be sure to pop over to our Facebook page and like that as well. So for Grizzled Beagle Playthroughs, this is Krelev.
This is Dingo.
And this is Jotsam.
Thank you guys for watching, and we had a lot of fun playing.